right now we have the pre-match press conference. With us we have our head coach Marquez and defender and one of our new signings for the season, Akash. We'll start the press conference straight up. We'll begin with questions for Akash and later on move to questions for coach.
First, FC Goa without a win in the first two matches, two very, very disappointing performances. Just 1 point from teams where Goa were expected to win. What's the talk within the players, and do the players realize that they've not performed up to potential?
Yes, I believe like all of us know that we needed to do way better than we did in the last two games. And like the players, they're taking the accountability for it. They know that they have lagged, like us, including me. We have lagged in many aspects of the game. But the good thing is that no one is pointing fingers at each other. So because they know that if everyone do their best, we'll turn it around.
Personally, what do you feel is the reason why Goa haven't clicked sort of in these first two games?
It's a hard question because in football there are so many things that could go wrong, and in the starting game it did happen. Like maybe we were not focused enough, maybe we took it easy. Like could be any reason because there are 11 players on the pitch, so I can't just tell you what went wrong. But I feel that we have learned from it, and in the training it shows that because everyone is focused now, everyone is giving their best. So hopefully we'll be turning it on.
Personally, you came to Goa after your time with Chennai. There's a huge difference between what you did with Chennai and what you expected to do at FC Goa. Especially when one of becoming the national coach as well. Is it an advantage or a disadvantage for you because he sees you every day in training, and obviously every player has the ambition of playing for the national team. So how do you see your own personal national ambitions vis-a-vis the coach seeing you every day?
See, when I'm playing for Goa, I don't think about the national team because if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, it doesn't come. But my focus when I'm with Goa training every day is to, learn the Goa, learn what the coach is telling me to do and how the team plays, like how FC Goa plays, not the national team. And if it comes, I hope it comes without any bias. If the national team call comes to me any day or whatever time, I hope it's not because of any bias. And I know it won't be because of the biasness that I am FC Goa.
Last season with the Chennai and now you are with the FC Goa. So how do you differentiate with the previous season and now the experience in the FC Goa?
Chennai was also a good club. I had a good time there. I enjoyed it. But my motive to move to Goa was to, play for a team that always every year goes for the title, and that's why I came here. And I know that's the feeling of the group. That if in Goa, if you don't achieve good results, it's a bad season. But in Chennai, even if last year for me, even if I did okay, that was kind of a good season. That's the difference, and that's why I came to it.
How was the training before playing in Chennai and now under Manolo? What is the difference that you see in your style as well?
Well, I've been learning a lot since day one. In the starting, I was struggling a bit to understand because in Chennai it was totally different the way we played. But when I came to Goa, it was more tactical. It was more focused on details. So it took me some time to get the hold of it, but now I'm getting it.
There were many teams that were eyeing for you, especially for this season, right from Goa to the other side. What made you come to Goa?
It's the city, the culture, the footballing culture. Because every time that I've come to Goa, all I've seen is FC Goa, everywhere. The cars or the scooters, you see stickers, and that's. I feel football is the biggest thing in Goa, so that's why.
Akash, after 2 games, 1 point for the FC Goa. So how is the mentality in the team maximum?
Just like I said before, we know that we haven't done enough in the last 2 games, but now the focus is to play at our potential and get what we deserve. So.
Any more questions? Akash, just one from my end. Speaking about our next opponents, East Bengal, they have not been. They have also gone. They are also going through a tough time, but they are also very strong on paper, especially their attack and all that. So, as a FC Goa defender, how do you prepare yourself to face these big names, and they have a good coach as well. So, how do you prepare yourself to face a strong opponent like this?
Well, if I am talking about my own process, for every game I prepare myself the same. Doesn't matter who the opponent is or what the team is. I'm sticking to what we have to do. So that's my focus, what we have to do. I'm not focused on how East Bengal, like who is playing on my side or whatever. If I do my things right, it will be okay.
Thank you, Akash. We'll now move on to questions for coach.
Coach, have you been able to understand what's happening in the last two games in a sense? In the last press conference you spoke, obviously FC Goa had good players, but why haven't these players been able to deliver the way you were expected them to?
No, we are not playing as a team. It's easy the answer, and we need to do it. That's all. We know that we are able to do it, and we need to do it. There is some moments in the game. The other day, practically all the game till the last 15 minutes that the team was, at least this is the positive thing, no? That the team was arriving to the box and searching the equalize, but maybe a lot of individual situations that they are affecting to the group, because everyone is thinking in his problem, not in the problem of the team. And I think that if we are strong in one aspect, is as a team more than individual players. Maybe this is one aspect. Then a lot of mistakes also from everyone. The bench, as a coach, as a player, some players are nervous after only 2 games. That football, you can turn the situation. Now you win 2 games and it changes immediately. Then we need to turn this situation. Even if we are very pessimistic and we lose the next 2 games, we need to go to the 5th game with a good mentality, and because football is always about scores. I can't say nothing about. They are working very good. I say the same after the first game before Mohamedan, but then the game was really bad. But this happened in football when not everyone play the same game, and we had this problem the other day. Then the score was, for me, the point was very good after the game that we played, and when the goalkeeper is your best player, means that the team was not, the performance was not a good performance. We know this.
Coach, 2 yellow cards for the ODI in the back-to-back games. Will be the concern for you in the defense?
Yeah, 2 yellow cards and 2 penalties that they are not penalties, in my opinion. They're very soft, very light. Because if you pull one player, physically it's impossible that the player go forward. If you pull one player, the player go down. It's not this, and the other day, for me, it's not a penalty. But seems that after the first penalty, O'Day was like, okay, again. But this was not the problem. The problem is the other day we recognize everything about the bad performance. But one game with 5 yellow cards for us and 1 for them, for me was not correct. But obviously same than the first day. We didn't lost against Jamshedpur, or we didn't draw against Mohamedan because the performance of the referee. But the referee in both games were not their best performance also.
Coach, your thoughts on the opponent and as well as Charles?
East Bengal, very good team, good players. Another team that is in unexpected to defeats, but very good players. They sign a lot of good players. They spend good money this season. They signed the top scorer, no, Diamantacos, and they kept also very good players from last season. The goalkeeper, Saul, a lot of there are Nanda, Marquez, Anwar Ali now. Very good players, but we have very good team also. Then I think it will be an equal game, I feel.
Coach, given the results that are happening right now, a lot of teams which didn't do well last year, for example, Punjab, Northeast, Chennai, they all winning. With every performance where you don't, where you don't perform well, does it add to the pressure?
It's very early. It's very early. Mumbai is with 1 point. We are with 1 point. East Bengal with 0 points. Punjab, Jamshedpur, Odisha 0 points. Punjab, Jamshedpur winning. Bengaluru more or less everyone expected where they are. Maybe it's the only team who won both games, and they deserve, because my feeling is that in that moment they are the best team in the competition. The other day Mohun Bagan won in a strange way. Then Northeast will be a tough team this season. Very good coach, a lot of continuity in the teams, in the same players. Then will be this is the reason that I say 2 weeks before, just before Jamshedpur, that I feel that this competition will be very tough, and a lot of teams will lose points. Then, of course, that we are not happy with 1 point, but we need to, in the bad moments, because we are not in a good moment, we need to keep calm and let's see if we can turn the situation as soon as possible.
Coach, last match we saw last minute team has did goal, but in the extra time, do you feel that do you happy for extra time goal?
Sorry?
Last match we saw team has did last minute goal.
Yes.
So in the extra time goal team did no. So do you happy for that?
Are you satisfied that we were just able to score in the last minutes and
Extra time.
No, in the first game we conceded the goal in the extra. There are a lot of games. A lot of goals in the injury time during these first games. I feel, because Mohamedan, they were very tired. I feel that if we score 10 minutes before, even that we didn't deserve to win, the options to win the game were there. I feel this. But obviously 1 point is okay for us, because we don't deserve more than 1 point. And as you say, we scored in the injury time. But even like this, it was in the minute 93 the goal, and after this we have 2 corners and 1 good action. This is the reason that I feel that with 5 more minutes, but this is everyone can say this. It's not. If you are taking a beer and in a pub, you can speak about this. It's not. We need to go analyze more what is happening. If we draw or we drew in the injury time, or if we concede the goal in the injury time. I feel that this is not the real problem. Same than, I don't know here, but in Spain there is a sentence that I expect won't be like this. This season is good pre-season, bad season. I think that the Bandotcar for Odisha, for us, maybe okay, was very good. We were the champions. Penalties, Odisha did a very good competition also, but sometimes these kind of scores are not the reality, and we need to work more. We are happy with the trophy. We have one good trophy here in the office, but this doesn't mean that we need to start again, and we know that if we don't play in a good way, we can lose with every team and opposite. I know that I repeat the same practically in every press conference, but it's the reality. It's very obvious, no, that we are a difficult team to beat if we play as a team.
Coach, last 4 games, 2 playoff semi-finals and now 2 games. FC Goa is without a win. So a bit pressure on the team to win the first game.
Last 4 official games, no?
Yeah.
Okay. See, you love statistics. Van Dotkar is not official, no?
No, I'm
No.
ISL.
Yeah, for me the playoffs are not ISL. For me the ISL is the regular season. Then we won the last 4 games in the regular season. It's completely different. We can speak now, I agree. We can speak now seriously about these 2 games. But compare with that moment, different players, different moment of the season, playoff, is 4 games. And really, realistically, is correct, realistically, 4 games are not too much. Are not too much. We can be a lot of. It's about. I don't believe too much in statistics. I know that people love statistics. No, this, how many games you have this, or you score every game you score. Yes, but there are more things. And I feel that we need to solve important things in the team more than if we didn't win in the last 4 games in ISL. No?
Coach, you made 3 changes for the last match.
Yeah.
You made changes at halftime, which is quite unusual for you. Does it mean that you are still trying to find out the best level for FC Goa?
Yes. Yeah, it's true that it's not only. I think practically nobody. 3 substitutions in the other day was Peter Kratky. The substitutions were in the minute 10 in the second half. 3 substitutions also. Yeah, sometimes you try to change something, and Akash, at least he was one of the players who entered in the second half. He crossed the ball in the assist for Sadiku. But it's true that the game was not, how we played was not better than in the first half. I was expecting more balance in the team with the substitutions, but we didn't get. I think it is my main job in this moment is to try to play as a team, not only about if we speak individually. If even one goalkeeper don't concede goal and he can play better for the team. One striker, for example, Sadiku is scoring goals, but he can play better for the team. This kind of aspects we need to improve.
So, coach, team selection is a major reason for performance.
I would like, as a coach, and when you get this, is to involve maximum players as possible in the. Don't that you don't say no. This is the lineup. No, it's no. We can play this guy, and the team is still very competitive. That this happened in my years in India, in FC Goa last season also. When play this or play that, the team was competitive. Better or worse, the performance, win or lose, but the team was more or less always competitive. I feel in some moments against Jamshedpur, the head was down. We gave up in some moments. The other day, Mohamedan was better. The last minutes they wanted in the, how is this, cool break or the water break. Sorry. The attitude of the team was okay. The feeling was if we equalize the game early, we will win this game. Finally, was late. At least was 1 point. But the positive aspect was this. In the first game was not like this. The first game was 1-1. Just they scored just before the water break, and the team was completely down. The other day, the players losing, they wanted. This was the best aspect. It's true that we were that we didn't play a good game, but the attitude, that the commitment was there.
But you personally wanted Akash at FC Goa this season. FC Goa tried for him midway into the season last year as well. You started with him for the first match in Jamshedpur, but dropped him for the next match. What are the areas that you are looking at Akash for improvement, and what's your personal view about him as a?
In fact, the second game was doubt till last moment. He was injured a small injury against Jamshedpur, and
So it was dropped because of precaution.
yes. The idea was, if he's in maybe it's not correct to say this, but if he's in good condition, he's an important player in our team. He's a player that he said one thing that we spoke yesterday is he struggled in the beginning of the preseason with some aspects that they are very different, with Owen playing one way, with us playing in another way, and usually this takes time. It's not okay. I arrive here and I play the style that the coach wants. But my feeling is that he's very clever. He's a guy who learns very fast. Then immediately after, even in Bandotkar, his performance were growing game by game, and we are expecting the same. Even that we didn't play a good game, is the kind of player that he put cross this ball that was very good. The header of Sadiku, but the cross was very, very good. And I feel, or everyone feels, that will be an important player for FC Goa.
Coach, after Mohammedan game, how is the motivation level of the team in the practice sessions?
No, we need to know that in football, same than in the life, there are good moments, normal moments, and bad moments. We are in a bad moment in terms of we are not playing good. Then we need to recover this, and we know that we can do it. But it's not. I'm not saying this because I have to tell you. It's the reality. I'm thinking that we have more team or better team than we show in these two games.
Any more questions? Coach, speaking about East Bengal, our opponents, they are also going through a bad phase, and even Coach Carls is under a lot of scrutiny from fans, from management, etc. So, on that note, what sort of a reaction do you expect from Coach Carls and his staff, etc., in the lead up to facing us?
The coaches, we can react very good, but finally are the players who enter in the pitch. I think I know Carlos for a long. He's same city than me, same age than me. That seems younger, obviously, but I know him for a long time. I know that he's a very good coach. He won with BFC. He won last season Super Cup with East Bengal, and these kind of things happen. I don't know even one single coach without problems in his career. No? They have good players, very good players. They are not getting good results, but this is with 13 players is impossible. But I tell you that some teams that now they are in the last part of the table, they will finish in the top. Not top one. I'm not speaking about top one, top two. Fighting for the shield, and teams that now they are with 6 points, that they will fight to avoid they won't qualify for the playoffs. And this is normal in football. It's true that is not normal that all or not all, most of the strong teams are without points, and very good teams because they are showing, but that you didn't expect in the beginning. Now with 6 points, they are there because they deserve, and that's all. We need to go to Kolkata and doesn't mind if they are okay or not. We need to play. In these moments, when you are in a bad moment, you play more against you than against the opponent.
Very good. Thank you.